Hi, hello. This is Charlie Money PH, and I'm just gonna show to you my recent updated trade or investment in the U.S. stock market. I'm using GoTrade app. So, as I always tell you guys, my channel is for beginners and for those who wants to have a refresher for those who have already experience. Okay, so I'm inviting people to, if you're want to make money, do your research, and you could start here at GoTrade and also in Trading 212 app in case you're in the UK or the US or in Europe, because Trading 212 you could trade in the UK stock market and the European stock market and also the US stock market. Okay, so let's talk about my investment here. So the first Friday of the month of January 2026, I went back to zero for this one. I took all my trades and my investment in November. So I could start anew for the channel as well. So in this investment, it's for beginners. So let's put our mindset to beginner level. So most of you are working a 9 to 5 jobs, or you have a small business or a medium-sized business and you're busy. So my suggestion is that you do swing trading or long-term investing. And before you do that, of course, study your stocks that you want to put your money into. Okay, whether it's a swing trade or for the whole year, you're gonna ride it out, like ride and die. Okay, so in the first Friday, the first trading day of the month, I put in around 725. Well, the whole 6 days, for the first 6 trading days, I put a total of $725, and now it's around 832.75. So if we check on our computation, where's my So here's my computation. I invested 725 USD in the stock market. Now my total investment is up 832. What is the percentage increase for my investment and how much did I earn? So let's break this down step by step. Initial investment $725, current value 832, earnings equals current value minus initial investment. So I earned $107, and my investment grew by 14.76. In other words, 15%. So there. So that's Copilot for you. And I invested in these stocks. AXTI. AXTI makes high quality silicon wafers, and SanDisk. SanDisk is they make flash memories for your thumb drive, your SD card, and other flash memory related products. Western Digital and Seagate, both of them make high quality hard disk drives. So that's what you put it in. Hard disk drives are those that you put in laptops, desktop PCs, and servers in the data centers. FYI, Western Digital own SanDisk, but they separated the business of flash drives. So SanDisk is a standalone business with its own ticker symbol being traded in the stock market. Okay. So Sibanye-Stillwater is related to gold, but they are not only mining gold, they are also mining other precious metals that are being used for industrial use. And of course, Micron Technology, Micron makes RAM, random access memory. So in basic terms, they have DRAMs and other stuff. Okay, so a computer cannot run, a server cannot run, a laptop cannot run properly, and your desktop PC, your tower PC cannot run, even your Mac, without a RAM inside of it. Okay, the higher the RAM, the faster, the more faster and the more apps you can accommodate when your PC is on. Okay, when your computer is on. So if you probably you've experienced that if you have low RAM, like 4 RAM, 4 GB RAM, your if you turn on 5 applications in one go in your laptop, it slows down. Okay, and there are certain apps that needs a higher RAM so that it could help compute the data. So you could see it in your screens. Okay, like gaming apps or online gaming, and what else? When you're doing video editing like me, you should have at least a minimum of 8 to do 8 GB RAM to do basic simple video editing. So why did I choose this group? So AXTI, SanDisk, AXTI, Western Digital, Seagate, and Micron are closely tied to the artificial intelligence or AI narrative. So we all know that the AI started its boom because of ChatGPT in 2024 or earlier, I think, or maybe in 2023. I forgot, but it's either in late 2023 or somewhere in 2024 when GPT was introduced. The data center, the AI narrative kept rolling, and anybody who's doing AI was getting a good run for their money. Okay, so what else? Of course, if there's AI needs computers to do research, to make itself better, to educate itself, and also we need the servers so that it needs to be in the servers. So people like you and me who try to call in the app, turn on the app and ask questions, you need those servers too, so it could compute data and give you and dish you out some quality information. Okay, so with that, they need servers needs to be, and those servers are like 24/7 and more. Okay, so I have data center knowledge and data center design and build up experience, so I know what a data center is. So inside data centers are of course called servers, PC servers, and a server is basically a high-end computer, and with that, you need the hard disk drives and flash drives maybe, and also RAM from Micron and other brands as well. So RAM, DRAM, and hard disk drives work together inside the PC server. And for AXTI, so before you could make the CPU and other chips, AXTI is the what? Is the maker of high-end, high-quality silicon wafers. So the silicon wafers are what you see in the TV or in YouTube when you're watching some documentary or news about microelectronics or semiconductors. These are the shiny disc that the technicians were holding, while they're in their suit, white suit, and goggles, and with their gloves. So that one, they feed it into to machines like the ones that ASML makes, lithography machines. I think that's what they call it, lithography. So basically, like a computer printer, it prints out the architecture, the engineering design of the semiconductor or the chip that they're assigned or tasked to create. So that's the silicon wafer that's being produced by AXTI. So without the silicon wafer, the source material, there won't be any semiconductors or microchips or CPUs. There won't be Intel, there won't be AMD, there won't be NVIDIA, and there won't be ASML, because it all starts with the silicon wafer. Okay, so there you go. It's 12 minutes, and you need all those stuff. It's all correlated. It's a circular economy of sorts. So that's why I'm invested in these stocks. Of course, I have the prerogative to sell it anytime, or just continue on adding to it, like dollar cost averaging if you want. And basically that's it. So we will monitor this, and basically my performance with these stocks. And I also will tell you if there will be any changes because of macroeconomics condition or geopolitical conditions that would make me go out of the stock market or reduce my risk or my exposure to the US stock market, especially in this category, in more tech. Gold is also here. So gold, that's Sibanye-Stillwater. Okay, so I'll make this short. Sibanye-Stillwater is a miner. So again, they're tagged to gold, but they also mine. Let's check their description. They also mine, aside from gold, they also mine copper and lithium hydroxide, and what else? So they also have platinum, and what else? Palladium, rhodium, and top tier gold producer. Okay, ranking third globally on a gold equivalent basis. So they have other important stuff aside from gold, like iridium and ruthenium and chrome, copper, and nickel byproducts. Okay, so these are used in telecommunications, in your battery, like lithium and solar, etc. I don't know if they have silver. Maybe they have, but it's not here. So, Sibanye, if you don't know, Sibanye for the last year has gone up 347%. Okay. So, nice, huh? So, for the last week, it's up 4.40%. Okay. So, what else? For your information, AXTI, the maker of quality high-end silicon wafer, they made at 12 months from now, 12 months prior, it has made 900 plus percent in return. So if you invested along maybe last year, in January, the price was only $2. Now it's $22. So if you were doing your homework, not just accepting what's being dished in the news, you will see that AXT was an opportunity hiding in plain sight. Micron 2, for the last 12 months, it went up 226%. Yeah, so you have to read about narratives, and when you see a narrative, you try to find the adjacent stocks that are included in that narrative. So in my portfolio here, what's not included is the energy, because last year I bet on energy as well, and I also bet on quantum computing last year, but it went so high, and people eventually took profit, and I went out because I lost money, or I was just break even. So there's no point on continuing on with quantum computing back then. I think quantum computing right now is going back, but because people are having need another story or a narrative to invest on. But the quantum computing stocks really had a good run last year and the year prior. So basically that's it for today. It's gonna be 18 minutes. So thank you very much for watching, and see you on my next video.